Welcome to my channel. My name is Candy Baja, and this is gonna be my first time doing a video like this. But I figured, I from like 2011 up until I think about 2020, yeah, 2020, I was working in the fast food industry, and I worked in two separate states. California, I worked like about a few months in Texas before we ended up moving out. But yeah, I was just thinking about all the times and all the experiences I've had in the industry, which is honestly quite a lot. I like worked so many places here in the city. Like I've worked for about how many? Like one, two, three, four, five, like about five or six like fast food restaurants. Um, Different environments. I work next to the beach with bars. I've worked in neighborhoods. I've worked next to like supermarkets. I've worked next to malls. So I work next to highways too. I've like seen it all when it comes to working in fast food. I feel like because I've seen some wild stuff. I've seen some pretty crazy things like I would see fights. You'd see people just trying to haggle you. I mean, there'd be just like right when you're about to close, you get people coming in. You're about to run home, like for closing, and then someone's sleeping outside. You see so much of it that you become like numb that you don't even realize how like crazy this stuff is until like you start talking to other people about it. Like I remember like because I used to be a manager at the store, so and like at weekend nights it would get super crazy. You would always be getting like people getting drunk, really drunk. I mean, the amount of fights that I've seen are ugh. But I mean, like I became so numb to the point where somebody passed out. I caught them, and we took care of them, but like we didn't. I was not even phased by it. Like people just passed out all the time because they were so drunk or doing other things that you don't even really you know take it in anymore. It's just like, oh, okay, part of the job. Um, but yeah, um, like the fast food industry is crazy. Like I have a bunch of stories, but I'll just try to like stick to one, which, oof, this one is like the time when like our manager's nose got broken. That was crazy. This dude, he like it was like a normal day. We were a bit short on staff. There was three of us. I was doing the cooking. At the time, I was not a manager yet. Our manager was like in drive-through, and then we had no. He was like at the end of the line and doing drive-through, taking orders up front, things like that. And then we also had our drive-through worker, and this one dude comes in like he looks like he hasn't slept like for 3 months. Like wow, like he comes in, he's dragging his blanket. His hair is all over the place, and he just kind of stares up for a second. My manager though, he starts like he just kind of locks in. Like he starts like moving closer to the front, like kind of hovering down, like he's looking for something, and I'm like, what are you doing? And he's like, that, and he tells me like, Sammy, that guy came out a week ago and was throwing out chairs when he came in, and I'm just like, what? Because like I'm just looking up and the dude's just staring up, even as we're talking about him like right in front of him. He's just staring at the menu, and then I'm just like, are you sure? But I mean, at the same time, it kind of hits me. I'm like, yeah, it has. He had to been sure. Like, there's no way he mixed this dude up with somebody else. So he starts telling the dude he's got to leave, and I'm just like, oh, okay. I mean, you got to do your job. Um, and you can't be really serving people that's like, gonna be throwing stuff around. Like, people can get hurt. We get like a ton of kids that come in through here. You can't be throwing that kind of stuff around because you can hit one of them. I mean, I get it. He's got to go. But as he's doing that, our drive-through cashier is getting closer and closer, and I'm just like, this seems like a rough situation. So I'm like kind of like slowly like putting my hand in front of her because I'm like, hey, we should be backing up. You can get hurt. But she starts kind of getting closer and closer, and I'm just like, hey, we need to be backing up. Like, I don't want to get hit. Like, I don't want to get hit with the chair. I know she doesn't want to get hit with the chair. Nobody wants to get hit with the chair. So our manager, he kind of looks at us and he's like, hey, both of you go to the back. And I'm like, yeah, I understood. So I try to take our cashier to the back. But as he turns around, boom! He just gets hit right in the nose. And oh my god, it was crazy. We just look at each other. We look at the dude. The dude dips, and then we just lunge towards like the door, and we just like are trying to like it's just on instinct. Like we shouldn't be doing that, but I mean he just hit. So we start going to run him down, but this dude is gone, and we're literally just looking around like the building. Like this dude, I don't know if he's like a ninja, like if he's Solid Snake. I don't know. All I know is we like went around the building, looked around. We even asked a couple people because I mean he was dragging around like I think a green blanket, a green robe or something. So it's not hard to miss at all. And yeah, we eventually get back to the restaurant, um, and we start tending to our manager because he starts realizing after the adrenaline wears off that like his nose is like broken. We actually yeah, we had to ice his nose down. By the time all this settled down, more of our staff came in. So everyone's starting to ask questions about it. The police came, and yeah, it was crazy. I do remember though the very last thing we say to each other is I go to the office and I just look at him. I'm like, well, looks like you get to go home early in a joking tone. He just gives the biggest smile and is like, yep, I told you I would somehow. He said before getting up and just leaving. That day was just like crazy. Yeah, like I'm just shocked that like that even happened, and like I don't think anybody really gets how dangerous these kind of jobs can get sometimes. But I mean, because like nobody was even around. That's the wildest thing. Like all of this was happening, all of this was going around, but there was nobody up there. Like we were kind of just left to deal with it and figure it out somehow. And I mean, we did what we could, and the problem got solved. Things got fixed or whatever. But yeah, um, so that's like that was that story. Um, don't know if anybody else would really, want to keep hearing these. I mean, I don't mind making these at all. This is something different that I've done. But yeah, so next time. Bye.